It is the Riot Podcast. Good Wednesday, June 29th.
Man, we're almost done with June and into July.
It's flying by.
Like, where's the year?
I know. How have we gotten this far? How have we made it?
I mean, pretty soon we'll be out of summer and into the fall, which is where I feel more comfortable at. So I'm looking forward to it.
Because of the football.
Well, yeah, and just also not the 99-degree temperatures.
Yeah, the heat dome. Isaiah, I feel like we didn't get enough of you today. Would you like to just really use this as your time to shine?
No, I'm
Why don't you just take the mic and do the rest of the intro yourself?
No.
Do you want to say what happened? Or?
We had a lot of things happen during the show today. A lot of segments happened. I also got lots of sleep last night, so I'm feeling pretty...
Last night and this morning.
Yeah, a little bit of everything, you know. Sometimes you just miss your alarm. Sometimes you set alarms, they don't go off. This morning, I don't even know what happened.
Oh, you don't know if you just slept right through it? Or
I don't know. I woke up this morning at about 5:53 a.m. Usually I wake up at like 4:57 a.m. So I'm not really sure what happened.
And for context, the show starts at 6 a.m. If you only listen to the podcast.
Yeah, so I don't really know what happened this morning. I just woke up and I was not awake. Now, the thing for me is I don't really have a backup if my alarm doesn't work. Like, there's no one else. I sleep by myself with Jim. So if my alarm doesn't work or if I sleep through it, there's really no helping me.
Jim isn't on an internal clock?
Jim will sleep all morning. He does not care.
Why don't you just have 2 alarms set?
Yeah, but how would I do that, though? Because I only have one phone.
Well, no, you set multiple alarms.
Oh, no, I have 7 alarms set every morning.
Well, then why'd
You slept through 7 alarms.
I don't know if I slept through 7 alarms if they didn't go off. I can't imagine myself sleeping through 7 alarms because I don't sleep. I'm not a heavy sleeper. I sleep super light.
Never mind. For a moment, I was like, how do you not know this? Okay, so you have multiple alarms set.
Yes.
You're just not sure if you just slept through them.
Yeah, but I've never slept through an alarm before. That's the thing. I don't sleep. I'm not a heavy sleeper.
I don't know. It's hard to... The other option is 7 alarms didn't go off, which also seems a little wild.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just can't imagine myself sleeping through 7 alarms.
You know what you should do is I have my different alarms set for different tones, so that way you're not listening to like the same alarm. If you change your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th one, then maybe that'll help you wake up more.
Yeah, that'll probably help me. So,
it's not normal.
But don't mess with it in case then you just mess it up completely.
If I just don't set one at all.
I bet you at 4:50 or 5 o'clock this afternoon, you might hear a ringing.
I might have the alarms go off. That's always my big fear, is the afternoon alarms.
That's what I was thinking, that you set them all 7 for PM instead
of AM.
Well, Isaiah's in the podcast today, just maybe not as often because he was a little later coming in, but we're glad you made it.
Yeah, I was sleeping a little bit this morning, so, me being here, me sleeping, it's all the same.
No shame.
But we also talked about, one of the things I did talk about was some of our big food mishaps while driving, right? We talked about some of the big spills we've had in the vehicle. Would you guys consider yourself like regular eaters in the car?
I don't think so until I go to clean my car, and then I'm like, well...
You're like, do I eat in there a lot?
Like, when did I have fries last? But I hope not, and we try not to, because it makes more of a mess. Are you eat in the car?
Well, like back in the day, I used to do a lot more eating in the car. Now it doesn't come up, especially on like this schedule that like with the morning show, when I'm driving home at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's not prime eating time, and neither is 4 in the morning. So I don't really do a lot of eating in the car anymore. But I have no problem with it whatsoever. And I used to do it quite frequently.
You should get, Eric got, I think I got him for like a Christmas present. It's one of those trays that attach to your seat and stuff. So you can eat.
Like you're at the drive-in?
Well, it goes like in the passenger. So then that way it levels it out. So if you have your food out, your food goes there and it won't spill over.
Unless you come to a screeching halt.
It's got a little buffer thing around it. So I think it helps. And it's got little cup holders. So if you eat in your car a lot, you should Google on Amazon. There's a ton of stuff that kind of helps you not spill your food.
I'll tell you what I really want is a thing that would have to attach to like the air conditioner vent or something.
The sauce thing?
Yeah, for a sauce. That's what I need.
Yeah.
Because Isaiah, I know we've talked about this before. You saw me when we stopped at Chick-fil-A on a road trip together, a RadioU road trip, and I was holding the steering wheel with one hand, fries in the other, but in the hand with the steering wheel, I also had the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh, no.
Not safe whatsoever.
Don't let our RadioU insurance. I know. You're like, but it was Chick-fil-A sauce. Okay, you're forgiven.
Yeah. You got to do what you got to do.
All right. Well, let's remember that. Maybe that's a station expense if you're going to be eating while you're driving to events.
Yeah, we need one of those sauce holders.
But yeah, that's pretty much what we talked about today.
All right.
We'll leave the rest up to you to hear.
Enjoy the podcast. As always, make sure you join us at Radio U Riot on Facebook or YouTube if you're not there watching or listening to this podcast. Make sure you share it and you're subscribed. You get notifications and maybe a little likesy would be nice on what you're watching right now.
Enjoy.
Bye.
We'll see you guys.
Find more Riot content online. Riot.radiou.com.
Pringles. We had a Pringles food fight last week.
We did.
Scorchin' Hot Ones varieties of Pringles, and we're pretty satisfied with those, right?
I'm just looking at the picture of the spider.
Yeah.
It really does look like it.
Pringles they are launching a campaign. They've got a petition going. Because they've discovered this spider, and I don't mean that like it's a newly discovered spider. In fact, it was found back in 1886 is when it was originally described. But there's a spider that goes by the moniker the kidney garden spider.
Is it mostly South and East Asia?
Yeah, it looks like that's the case. Yes, and so Pringles, based off of the appearance of the spider, just suddenly realized, well, hey. That kind of looks like the Pringle Man. It kind of looks like Mr. Pringle.
You know, the face with the mustache?
With the mustache. Now, me looking at it, I think it looks a lot more like Groucho Marx.
No, I think it looks like Pringles.
You think? Naming a spider after a Pringle, that's the craziest thing I ever heard.
Is that
That's my Groucho
impression?
Marx. But, hey, here's a fun fact about Groucho Marx and Mr. Pringle.
What?
Their first names... both Julius.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe
not
there's
Mr.?
Not Mr. Groucho Marx.
And Mr. Pringle.
Yeah. But for some reason, there's nobody out there trying to sign a petition to make this spider named the Groucho Marx spider.
It's really cute. Like the body of the spider it's white, and then it's got what looks like two eyes, and then the mustache. If only the mustache came up at the end, like came back up, like the Pringles one, but it is spot on.
Yeah, it is. Now, of course, they call it the kidney spider because I guess the people who found it initially thought that marking on the back looked more like a kidney bean than or maybe an actual kidney than a mustache. Even though back in the 1800s, right?
They didn't have Pringles.
They didn't have Pringles, but they did have a lot of mustaches, right?
I guess.
Back in those days, maybe it was just so commonplace having a mustache like that they just couldn't pick one person to name it after. But now it's pretty rare. It's only the Pringles Man. And so Pringles is trying to claim ownership of this spider. They want to turn this spider into an ad campaign for them, basically. So they've launched a website called PringlesSpider.com where you can find out more about this, where you can sign up to try to petition the scientists that are in charge
to name
it the Pringles spider. And they say if they achieve their goal here, they're going to be giving away free Pringles.
Okay, so I was going to say, what else could they really do? Like, it's a spider. I don't think the spider people are getting a lot of requests lately. So this is
what?
The most
You don't think they're very busy?
Probably not.
And they're just happy to have somebody paying attention to them?
Yeah, but man, if you saw that spider, I would just be like, what's wrong with you, spider?
Yeah, I mean, I think most people, if they saw that in the wild, you would be scared.
Well, I'd be scared for a moment, and then would we step on it or would we keep it?
I'm not going to kill it.
You're not going to kill it?
It's a living creature.
I know, but it's a spider.
Yeah, and spiders take care of all the other pests out there.
All right, fine. What if you accidentally stepped on it?
Then I'd feel horrible.
Because then
I couldn't live with myself.
You would just see nothing but the frown.
Yeah, staring back up at you
as you
squashed on the sidewalk.
Aww.
Yeah, no, I think that'd be very frightening if you saw it in real life. But Pringles is trying to turn that into, don't be scared. Think of Pringles when you see this, and then go grab a can.
I thought we weren't supposed to eat when we had feelings.
You eat your fear. I mean, it's better than being afraid.
I guess. They say they have a gallery of these spiders up that look like the Pringles guy. And if one speaks to you, you can receive an official certificate acknowledging your adoption of the spider.
Oh, wow. Well, it speaks to me. It's telling me something.
Here's the
I don't
spider
know what it's
names.
telling me.
There's Samson, a 1-week male spider. Tallulah, 6 months, female.
Oh, she sounds like trouble.
Buster, 10 months, male. Donna, 2 months, female. Oh, currently expecting 290 babies?
Oh,
What happened?
wow.
Dave.
She got busy.
Dave, 9 weeks, male. All right. And Zadie is a 11-month-old female spider that you can adopt from Pringles.
Well, there's a few options for you, and there's about to be a whole lot more options.
Of the 290?
Yeah, whoever that was pregnant. She is she's keeping the spider population going there.
All right. Well,
I don't even know what, like the Octomom, but for 290 spiders.
so it's Pringles.com with the Pringles spider.
This is The Riot. Radio U.
You guys, did you either you play Pokemon Go?
When it came out, I remember, I think we went to lunch and we were like, why are people outside, walking around and just packs of people? And I think it lasted for that weekend.
Yeah.
And then we never picked it up again.
You never played it again.
No,
What
but
about
we saw
you?
tons of people.
I didn't really ever play it.
No, you weren't cool enough.
Not cool enough. No.
I
You
would
and
play.
your brothers didn't go around and play it?
No, it was popular when I was in high school, but I just never really did it. No.
I played Pokemon Go for a little while, and then I kind of realized the tough thing about it was, and I guess you can kind of do this with any video game, but you're like, well, what is the end game here? Where does it all stop?
There is no
you
end
can't
game.
win. You can never win. And so then I was like, well, if I can't win, then what's the point?
It was just supposed to continue forever. And then when, lockdown started, it actually picked up in popularity again. And then I think it vanished after that.
Oh, I don't
it's
know.
still
I was
around.
out there just a few days ago. There's still people, and I'm like, why are people walking around? You don't look like the type of person that goes for a walk. Pokemon Go.
Oh, you're still playing.
Well, the company behind Pokemon Go is trying to recapture some of that magic. I'm sure Pokemon Go, again, people are still playing it, and every time I talk about it too, I know that there's people that text in it's still fun. We still have meetups and what. Okay, fine. So it's still doing great, but Niantic is trying to recreate some of that magic, and maybe with a different fan base. So now they are revealing plans for a brand new game coming soon along the same lines as Pokemon Go. It's called NBA All World.
It's kind of surprised
As
it's a
in
sports
basketball.
one.
Yeah,
It just
so-
seems like a different target.
Now, you didn't play Pokemon Go, but you're a sports fan.
I am.
You think this could be up your alley? You
Yeah.
think you might be going out and taking walks?
No, I don't think this will be up my alley. I did play NBA 2K a lot and stuff
yeah,
on my
of course.
PlayStation, but this does not seem like something that I can see myself doing.
What do
they're
you
gonna
not
say-
like about it?
The
outside part?
whole going around outside, traveling around.
Well,
part.
you got to take Jim for a walk anyways.
It just doesn't really seem like my kind of game.
What about you, Nikki?
Maybe. I think by going with the NBA, maybe they lost me even more.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They don't really give you a whole lot in the teaser
No,
trailer.
they definitely don't.
But NBA All World will be very similar to Pokemon Go. Real world landmarks where you can participate in NBA-themed gameplay. And that includes challenging players, building your reputation, pushing your limits with energy drinks. So you have to keep your energy high. I think this is all just, brainwashing us.
Yeah.
So you have to keep your energy high with energy drinks and watch out for lower energy that makes it harder to score stuff.
You've got to keep your virtual energy high and your real life energy high.
This does walk the lines of is it real world energy or game energy?
Am I supposed to buy? So I buy an energy drink in real life, and then it helps my player in the fake life. It is a bit much for me too. I wish it would be cool, but I don't know if it would be cool.
Maybe you have to try it. But again, they're not showing too much of it, so I'm not sure. You'll be able to pick up gear like shoes and jerseys at drop zones. That'll improve your player stats if you look better and if you have accessories that help you stand out.
See, when I hear that, all of a sudden it starts to sound a whole lot like one of those games where you have like an elf or a wizard or whatever, and it's like you got to pick up armor at the mercantile or whatever. And it's just like
At the mercantile. At the mercantile.
I don't know. What do they have in the games where you have a sword
You go
and
the
ride a horse?
blacksmith,
The blacksmith, yeah. And then you have to, well, this is only made out of leather. This won't protect you at all. You're going to need 100 more coins, and then you can put on a hat. And they're just doing that with basketball. That does, you're losing me.
You're not up for a trip to the armory or something?
I don't want to go. I don't care what kind of store it is to buy. I don't care what kind of virtual clothes it is. I don't want it.
Well, they have not given any more details, but just said it's coming. So, again, Pokemon Go from them will be now the new NBA version, NBA All World.
I don't want to be so negative about it.
I do.
You do?
I'm not going to play it.
You're not going to play it?
I can tell you right now, I'm not going to play it.
I just want to see people outside in groups now, like hustling on the court.
Wearing a headband and sweatbands on the wrists.
You're like, are you Pokemon? Oh, nope, you're NBA All World. All right.
I think you might be able to tell a clear difference.
We'll be able to figure out which game you're playing.
Hudson, Nikki, The Riot on Radio U.
So check this out, Nikki. We have a drug bust that just took place at BWI, Baltimore Washington International Airport.
Yeah.
Last week, authorities there found, Customs and Border Protection found more than 30 pounds of cocaine, like basically $1 million worth of cocaine, 13 bricks. But what's interesting is where they found it.
I don't want to know then. Never mind.
It was inside.
I don't want to know. Where was it?
Oh, an electric wheelchair.
Oh,
it wasn't inside a person.
Okay, that's better.
That would, although I wouldn't put it past some people, but no, they found it. They took apart a guy's electric wheelchair. The person that was trying to go through Customs and Border Protection, his name was Gabriel Ruiz. He's from New Jersey, actually, but he was traveling in from Dominican Republic.
Doesn't that sound nice? Not the drug part.
Yeah.
But the coming in from a vacation part.
Yeah, from a tropical Caribbean destination. That doesn't sound so bad.
The wheelchair, it detected anomalies within the seat and the back cushion.
Mm-hmm.
So they took that part out, and that's where they found the 13 wrapped bricks that contained a powdery substance. So they did a second examination, and they found that it was cocaine.
They found it in you left out. It's the Jazzy 614 electric model.
Is that the name of the model?
Yeah,
Jazzy?
It's high quality.
Well,
the Jazzies.
The guy writing the article was just like, yeah, it's a Jazzy machine.
It's a shame they had to take apart a Jazzy like that, because those will take care of you. But the Jazzy 614.
I'm looking that up when we're done, too.
I want to know how this went down, because either way, right, this has got to be tough, where you've got a guy, he's riding through in the wheelchair, and of course this is what they're planning as the drug smugglers. They're like, you wouldn't ask a person to get out of their wheelchair, would you?
It doesn't say, but I don't think he was actually wheelchair bound.
That's what I don't know, right? But that's still a tough call to make. That's still, you've got to have a lot of cojones to say to this guy, excuse me, sir, could you stand up out of your wheelchair? Not only that, I don't know what's worse to accuse you of. Are you faking being not able to walk? Or are you smuggling drugs? We're accusing you of both right now.
Actually, if I was a part of the customs things, I'd be like, hey, is that a Jazzy 614 electric wheelchair?
Yeah, right.
See if he knows anything about it.
Yeah, that's right. Start quizzing him on it. That's actually a good strategy.
Well, just as a heads up, from the couple of episodes of drug shows that I watched, all right, they tend to look for if you're wearing like a boot, if you have a broken arm. A lot of people hide stuff in that, because they assume you won't say anything. Or like if you look pregnant and you have a fake belly, that's also a popular one.
A fake belly is a dead giveaway.
Basically, any way that you try to sneak food into the movie theater is the same way people try to sneak drugs into the country, and they'll find you.
Yeah, they'll find you even if you make a pretty convincing person in a wheelchair. They're gonna find you out.
So let's go one last search. How much is a Jazzy 614 electric wheelchair? Is $3,864.
You might as well just be driving a car around.
Wow, that is something.
Maybe we're all making the mistake. We're all driving cars. We should be driving electric wheelchairs.
That's
only $3,000, and think about the gas mileage on that thing. Probably goes a couple miles on a single charge.
4.25 miles per hour maximum speed. It's got a 22.75 turning radius, up to 14 miles
that's a good
per
turning
charge,
radius.
though.
How many miles?
14 miles per charge.
See, that'll get you where you need to go.
And it's 450-pound weight capacity, so it's not like you can carpool. You can't take your friends with you.
Well, I'm going to have to look into this more. I wonder if they offer a payment plan. I'm sure they do.
You can find a used one.
What's that?
You can find a used Jazzy.
Used one?
Yeah, like
at a discount?
Well, I mean, the Customs is going to sell this one. They'll put it
but
back.
it's all torn up. Look at that.
They'll put it back together.
You're going to need to buy new. You're going to need to refurbish that.
Refurbish. I want a gently drug used one. All right, gently.
That's where the deals are.
The Riot with Hudson and Nikki on Radio U.
Isaiah, this is just a shot in the dark. Is there a mess in your car right now?
There's not. I mean, there's always a little bit of a mess in my car, but not like a serious mess. Yes, there's trash in there, but that's the majority of the mess.
You haven't spilled anything?
I haven't spilled anything in my car in a while.
We can't tell because you have a taller truck and you park past further than I think people walk by, so it's hidden, I think, from everybody. We weren't sure.
Well, you know, I don't usually peek into your guys' windows and look for messes.
Well, it'd be hard on mine. The windows are dirty, actually.
Well, I always see Hudson's because I'll park next to him and I see his dog nose prints all over the windows.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, my back seat is a mess. Like, it's like the back seat is just covered in, like, Jim. There's no way really to describe that, but it's just like the essence of him
of your dog.
is in that vehicle, yes.
Okay, so that's the mess.
That is the main mess, yes, that and the trash.
I was just concerned because you brought up a few questions for the show today that made me think, is there a reason you brought that up? Is there a reason you wanted to ask about the worst food or drink mishap that's ever happened in your car because you had a bad one recently?
No, just, you know, some creative thinking on my side. Thinking of us, thinking some good questions.
What a wonderful mind you have. You can come up with questions like that without spilling something in your car.
I know, right? So creative.
Well, give it time, because now that you're talking about it, it's going to happen.
Then do you have a good story about when you spilled something in your car?
See, I haven't spilled something in my car in a long time. I would say the last thing I spilled in my car probably was a smoothie, which was not ideal. I was driving to work in the morning. This was like a year ago, and that's like the last thing I can think of that I've really spilled. And I spilled it right in my lap on the way to work, and that was obviously a terrible morning.
I remember, was it the Starbucks apple crisp thing when you spilled that in your car?
Spilled that too. That was actually the worst because that spilled all over the floor. I had to clean that out of there. That one, actually, but the best part about that was my car did smell really good for a while.
We could smell you coming from a mile away.
Yeah, that was the last
Isaiah
one.
just left for work. You can smell the apples coming this way.
And if you spill enough, you feel it like it's leaking out the side passenger door. It's like just a flood of drink.
Do you have a bad one, Nikki? Something that you spilled, a big mishap in the car?
Well, probably the most awkward because it was a rental car is I was in Panama and I was still a vegan at that time, so I drank soy milk. There wasn't a lot of options for me where I was at
in Panama,
and so I had gotten a big carton of soy milk, and I was like, "Hey, okay, I can do stuff with this. All right, we can have it." And it spilled. I must not have closed it, and then I came back to the rental car the next day, and I didn't think soy milk would smell like if you left regular milk out.
Soy milk curdles?
I think it does. In the heat of the summer, yes, it did.
Oh, my gosh.
It was awful. It was so bad. I had to find a grocery store where they wouldn't talk to me because I was American. And I was running out of money because they wouldn't take my credit card because it was American Express, and that was not accepted in the country. And so I had to buy, I used hotel towels to clean it up, and I had to throw those away.
Oh, no.
I couldn't bring them back to the room.
You couldn't bring yourself to it.
And then it stunk so bad that I bought air fresheners and I stuck them up the seats to try to like mask the smell for when I returned the rental car.
Like that wouldn't be a dead giveaway.
Well, what can
Why
I
is there
do?
so many air fresheners in here?
I couldn't clean it. I couldn't take it to a car wash. I didn't know how to go to a car wash there. And it was bad, but I never got charged a cleaning fee that I knew of. So.
Did you have the insurance on the car?
You know, it was a different setup there.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what I had.
He's like, I had the vehicle. I knew when I needed to return it, and those were the main things that I was really focused on.
And I think I kind of got the feeling I wasn't supposed to ask for anything else. Anything else at all.
Whatever your setup was, I guess it worked out.
Yeah, but I remember just going, oh my gosh, it's something died in here. It was a soy milk.
My worst one is my wife and I, we were going out, and like this was in the evening, we're going out somewhere, and we stopped at Chick-fil-A for dinner on the way.
Ooh.
And you know what I think probably my top complaint with Chick-fil-A is, and I don't even know if they still do this, but at that time, all of their drink cups, styrofoam, big mistake. You know what goes straight through styrofoam?
What?
Straws. My wife
came to a hole in it?
Yeah, she I don't know if she came to a stop or went over a bump or something because she was driving and I was holding the drink and somehow the straw punctured the bottom of the cup everywhere.
Oh no.
It just goes everywhere. Cherry Coke all over the seat, all over, more importantly, my pants. And so wherever we are going, we are far enough away that it was, we're not turning around and we're still doing this. So we stopped at a Walmart and I had to buy new pants.
New pants?
Yeah, I had to buy new pants because the other ones were soaked in Cherry Coke. I couldn't be walking around. I mean, it would have looked crazy and it would have been uncomfortable. So we had to go get new pants.
What is it? You should have shotgunned it.
Yeah, exactly. You should have just tossed it underneath.
You weren't quick enough.
Yeah, that's a failure on my part.
Well, I think once something happens, you just realize you're like, well, we just have to fix this mess.
Yeah, you just got to give up at that point.
Oh, no.
The Riot Radio U.
Another way for you to get a free donut at Krispy Kreme.
It is almost 4th of July. Aren't they doing something for that?
They sure are. In fact, if you'd like to go to Krispy Kreme anytime from now through July 4th, a free donut is all yours. And I'm not just talking about the one when the hot light is on. I'm talking about a free donut of your choice. You can get anything you want from Krispy Kreme. Any donut you want.
Hang on, though. What do we have to do?
It's as easy. Actually, you know what? Difficult for you. Easy for literally everybody else. All you need to do is wear red, white, or blue.
That's not in my color
You
palette.
would never do that. I can't imagine.
I have some red Radio U shirts. Shop.radiou.com, by the way. And maybe a blue one from one of our fundraisers. But
I mean, the Radio U 5K shirt is white.
That's true. I could wear that. I walked our Radio U 5K, and I've got the shirt to prove it.
Yeah,
so you're right.
You can wear that in. Maybe they're also giving away a free donut if you run a 5K. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past them.
You could just ask
because they're constantly giving away free donuts. But yeah, all you need to do is wear red. Oh no, wait. I think we should be clear. It's red, white, and blue
at the same time.
That's what it says here. So I think you actually have to have a full. I mean, you might as well be carrying an American flag when you walk in.
Well, you could, or if you wear jeans, that counts as like blue.
There's the blue.
White socks.
Okay.
Gosh, this sounds like a horrible outfit for me. I can't do that.
You would never wear socks.
And then you pick a red shirt and you're good.
They have specifically designed this promotion to exclude Nikki. They did not want to give her any donuts, but for the rest of us,
one anyways.
we can go in to Krispy Kreme anytime between now and July 4th with our red, white, and blue attire, and they will give us a free donut.
They say limit one per person, and you can't ask for a cinnamon roll because those are excluded.
I didn't even know they had cinnamon rolls.
I know, you're not allowed to have them. They're not a donut choice. So that goes through, the holiday, through Monday.
Isn't that nice of them? They're celebrating freedom with free donuts. I appreciate that.
They tend to come through almost every holiday, I feel like.
Yeah, so there you go. You can get some free Krispy Kreme anytime through July 4th. That's also nice. It's not just one specific day. You just do it on your own schedule. When you can fit Krispy Kreme in for you.
Then you go through the drive-thru like, they look at your clothes.
Yeah.
Like, you're here for the free donut.
No, look, my socks are white. You lift your leg up.
Thanks for watching the worst of the riot. Since you made it this far, you might as well like, subscribe, and check out riot.radiou.com for even more riot.